Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I thought it would be fun to share with you what I brought with me 3 years ago on my trip to Osaka and Kyoto. And I thought I would share with you my little planner pouch that I ended up bringing with me with these stamps and things and cards. And I actually haven't finished this travel journal, and I thought it would be kind of like a blast from the past to see my journaling layouts and to actually finish this travel journal. I know some people might think, or maybe they don't feel motivated to finish off a travel journal right when you get home from your vacation, and I think that's okay. It's okay to revisit it, and it's okay to take your time to finish off any journals that you may have, even if it just means looking through and sticking down some extra stickers or writing down a little snippet of something you remember. I think it's absolutely okay to work in your journals. It's never really 100% finished. And I don't know if you notice here, I'm putting up the number 3. It's actually 3 years ago that I went on this trip, and it was just so nice to see my kids being so little and cute and their chubby cheeks. And but this is my flip through of my travel journal that I've completed so far. It's not finished yet, but I thought it would be fun to finish it with you on camera. Before I forget, this beautiful traveler's notebook insert was created by Scrappin Love, and I will post her information down below. And it came with all these different types of scrapbooking paper and different sized paper as well, which was really nice and fun. Sorry, my daughter is beside me, of course, as always. She's journaling with me, so she might hit the camera once in a while. So I'm looking through the pouch because I did end up printing some photos and then putting them in this pouch with the intent to, finish off the journaling, which I never did 3 years ago. So I'm looking through the pouch to see if there's something that I can use right now for this journal spread. So it looks as though I kept a separate baggie for Tokyo Disney World. I didn't know this before, but actually, if you purchase a bottle from one of their vending machines, I realized that the wrapping or like the packaging is different. It has like the Tokyo Mickey Mouse, and yeah, I had no idea, so I kept the packaging. This was not during the trip to Osaka. Obviously, the Tokyo Disneyland is in Tokyo. So I think this travel journal, if I remember correctly, kind of documents the summer 3 years ago. So it's not specifically only for Osaka and Kyoto, but I will be documenting like the tickets that I have on the back there for the Tomika Haku, which is like a Tomika event. Tomika is kind of like Hot Wheels, and yeah, so we went there as well near the end of the summer break. So I will most likely be splitting this series maybe into 2 or 3 journal with me sessions. I think it's fun to, like I said, it doesn't matter that it's 3 years ago. I still remember looking at these photos. I still remember my daughter was not feeling well, so she had that patch on her head, and it just brings back a whole bunch of memories. And I think it's fine to kind of look back at older journals that you haven't really finished. Maybe you are inspired to write a couple of sentences in the older journals, and you can flip through your older journals. So I hope it's okay that I journal with you here. I have a lot to catch up on, so it will most likely be 2 or 3 sessions of this travel journal series. And so I've sorted out the pictures just for the aquarium, the Osaka Aquarium. And I remember it was extremely hot and humid in Osaka. And I remember going to Universal Studios. It was so bad. That was like the worst I've ever experienced since moving to Japan. It was so bad. My kids were drenched in sweat, and because it was summer holidays, there were so many people. There wasn't a lot of space to kind of sit down and take a rest. There wasn't a lot of shade. I was not very pleased with well, I shouldn't say that, but I guess my expectations were a bit different with I mean, I think like Tokyo Disneyland, they really think about putting out enough benches and places where you can kind of rest and take a break. And I just felt that I didn't find that. Well, maybe it's just because there were just too many people. But it was extremely hot, and yeah. So I am the things that I'm holding in my hands. These are the aquarium tickets, and so they made us wait outside because there was just a lot of people, and there was a tent outside so that there was at least a bit of shade, and then there were these like misters. I don't know if that makes sense, but there was a fan, and then it was misting out some water because it was just extremely hot, and we had to wait in line for these tickets. So I remember that because my son was really impatient, and he was, you know, of course, he was saying that it's so hot. So I will journal about that later. I don't remember if I actually talk about it or not. Yeah, sorry, my daughter is right behind, beside me journaling, and she keeps hitting the tripod, so I apologize if it's, I'll try my best to edit as much as I can, but she's, yeah, playing with my journal supplies. So I'm tipping in that, I'm tipping in the tickets, and I am now going to add some stamping on the bottom for the aquarium. It was so busy that once we got inside, it was nice and cool, but there were just so many people that we couldn't actually even enjoy the exhibitions inside. I wanted to mention this stamp set because it reminds me of the Ali Brown stamp set. This was the one that I got several years ago, and it's called L's Studio, the Jordan alphabet stamp. So I don't know if maybe it's easier for people to purchase this stamp set if it's difficult to find the other one. I think it looks quite similar, but I'm going to be using this stamp set to stamp out on the bottom here for the summer holidays. I'm just grabbing my ink and stamp, and I'm stamping out the word Osaka so that I remember the aquarium was from our Osaka trip. And yeah, I'm curious to know, do you have any, I guess, sleeping journals or journals that you haven't finished up? What made you kind of take a break, or do you ever go back to completing them, or do you have journals that are like always on the go or always in progress? I'm very curious to know. I yeah, I this travel journal has been on my mind for so long. I always see this pink pouch and think to myself, "Oh my gosh, I really need to finish this travel journal." And it's I don't know, I don't want to force anything, so and unless I'm not in the mood, like I don't want to force myself to complete this journal and then write something negative, or I just want to be able to enjoy the process, because for me journaling is a lot of fun. And so when I found this pouch again, I thought, oh, it would be fun to kind of journal together on YouTube. I decided to take this opportunity to do that. So yeah, let me know down below if you have any sleeping journals, or if you have journals that you are always working throughout the year. Now that I think about it, actually, I should have used this as my One Book July challenge project. I should have made this as my challenge to finish this travel journal for the month of July. But anyways, yeah, I'm just tipping in this photo that I have. I just really, really like this insert that Rachel from Scrap and Love created for me. It just came, oh, sorry, that's my daughter. It just came at the right time, and the different types of papers and the different sizes and the different colors, it's just a lot of fun. So please do check out her Instagram, and I think she also has a YouTube channel, so I will leave all of the information down below. Here I actually ended up journaling on the back of the photo. I journaled about how hot it was at the aquarium, or to wait to get in, how crowded it was actually once we did get in. And then for lunch there was like a food court that was separate from the aquarium. It was in a different building, but it was just right, I guess it was like in the same complex. And then they had a Wendy's there, which I was so shocked because I don't think I've even seen a Wendy's here in Tokyo. Wendy's is like a fast food chain, like a McDonald's type, but I was just really, really shocked to see that, and happy in a way. So I did end up ordering Wendy's. for my lunch. So I did journal about that, and then now I'm just sticking down some photos from the aquarium. We didn't get to take a lot of photos because I said it was just way too busy, and we couldn't really enjoy it. We had to kind of we were almost forced to walk. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but there were just so many people that they kind of rushed us out. But yes, so I'm just tipping these in with some washi tape, and I think that's about it. I'm going to call it a day for this part because it gets too long. So I think I will most likely split it into several parts for the travel journal catch up, I guess. Anyways, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.